The neon light of the nightclub flickered as loud music buzzing in the air, but nothing could take out the emptiness Jungkook felt inside. He sat in the bar, surrounded by half-empty glass, his fingers tracing the rim of his whiskey glass. His friend stood nearby, exchanging very glass. Hyungi, Jungkook, that's your third bottle. You need to stop. He grabbed the last glass, which Jungkook snatched it back. Jungkook chuckling bitterly. Why stop now? It's his birthday, Hyungi. Kim Taeyong's birthday. The one person I can never forget. Congratulations to me. I can never forget him. I am a real sucker guy. Fucking stuck in those days. Jimin. He looked at Jungkook, feeling pity for him. Hyungi. Why are we here anyway? He asked it to Jimin. Jimin. Because I don't want to leave him alone in the bar. You know last time what happened when we weren't around? How big a mess he created? Broke glasses. Those a lot of things of the club. So, you want that thing to happen again? No, I don't want it to happen. So suddenly, Jimin, I also never got the answer. Still unknown. Cook, don't worry guys. This is the last year. I won't miss him again. I won't celebrate his birthday again. I promise. This is the last year. Yoongi and Jimin can't understand what he is talking, but judging by his broken words, they can understand. He is saying about not celebrating that brat's birthday again. Yoongi, you say this every year. You throw a party, drink until you can't stand, and then swear you'll move on, but you never do. Cook. Jungkook laughter turned it funny and broken. His every glass with unshed tears. Move on? How can I move on? When every damn thing reminds me of him, his smile, his laugh, his stupid way of saying my name. His small smile, him giving me nicknames, his pretty mole, and most important, he looked at both of them with drowsy eyes. His handsome face. He was so handsome, so charming and cute. Jungkook made dreamy expression, smiling to himself while looking up at the ceiling. It was all back then. Then think of me seeing him now. Oh gosh, I will pass out. He must be so handsome and charming. He must have done it more handsome and charming. I want to see him once. Gosh. Cook made crying face like a baby while throwing his glass on the floor. His friends, patting him, don't know what to do. Jimin. Jimin sighed, pulling up a chair next to Jungkook. Cook, it's been 5 years. He probably have moved on. You should too. Cook. Jungkook slammed the glass down, startling everyone around him. You think I don't know that? You think I don't wake up every day knowing he is out there living his life without me? I know he must have his own life, but what can I do? I'm a sucker guy. I can't move on, but I want to. Hyungi. Hyungi placed a hand on his shoulder, trying to calm him. Then, why do this to yourself? You torture yourself like this when you know he must have moved on. You should try to. That Cook. Don't torture yourself. Don't suffer like this. We don't like it, Cook. We wanna see you happy, not crying over him, please. Cook. Jungkook's voice broken as he whispered, because it's the only way I feel close to him. If I don't celebrate his birthday, it's like I'm forgetting him. And I can't do that. I won't. I can't. It's not like it's in my hand. I can't control it, guys. I just can't. The room around them seemed to blow as Jungkook's mind wandered back to the past. Memories of Taeyong clouding his senses. Him, bright laughter, the way their eyes stared at Jungkook. They, we, he whispered, I love you, like it was a secret meant only for Jungkook to hear. Jungkook, quietly, almost himself, I love him. You know, more than anything. And I let him go. I don't know why, and I never got the answer. Jimin. Jimin leaning closer, his voice gentle. Why don't you reach out to him? Maybe he's waiting for you to cook. Jungkook shook his head, his eyes shutting tight, as if to block out those thoughts. No, he's better without me. I hope he is happy. That's all I want. Jungkook continued to drink, his pain masked by the forced laughter and sure of the parting people around him. Deep down, thought he knew the truth. No matter how many birthdays passed, no matter how many drinks he down, Kim Tae-hong would always be the one whose birthday he will always celebrate without letting him know. I am going to the dance floor. He went to the dance floor, felt the presence of a man moving closer, their bodies almost brushing against each other. The stranger dressed in a black shirt leaned onto Jungkook's ear, his voice low and inviting. Man, whispering, "Wanna go to the room?" Jungkook turned his head slightly, their eyes meeting for a moment. His lip curled into a smile as he nodded. Jungkook, yes. The man grabbed Jungkook's wrist, gently leading him off the stage floor and through the dimly lit corridor of the club. Jungkook subtly slightly, the alcohol making him subtle, but he followed without hesitation. They entered in a small private room. The door clicked shut behind them. The music of the club vibrated faintly through the voice. The man moved closer, his hand brushing against Jungkook's cheek. "You seems like you have got a lot of things in your pretty mind. Let me help you forget," he murmurs. Jungkook blinked, his vision slightly blurry. His chest felt heavy. He let out a soft, bitter laugh, shaking his head. Jungkook, whispering, "You can't, no one can." He laughed, throwing his head back. The man frowned confusedly. "Man, what do you mean?" Jungkook's lips parted, and before he could stop himself, his breath a single name, Jungkook. The man got confused and stepped back, his face showing irritation. "Man, seriously? You are thinking about someone else while you are here with me?" Jungkook didn't respond, his head hanging low. The man scoffed, shaking his head in disbelief. "Man, whatever. I don't have time for this." He turned on his heel and left, slamming the door behind him. Jungkook stood there in the silence, his heart pounding in his chest. Slowly, he sunk to the floor, his back against the wall. Jungkook, whispering to himself, "Why do you still haunt me? If you have guts, come and save me." Tears blurred his vision as memories of Taeyong clouding his mind. He pulled out his phone unknowingly, clicking on Tae's contact number. The party was lively with music, blasting, and laughter echoing to the grand hall. Taeyong stood in the corner, surrounded by his friends, a bright smile lightening up his face as he greeted everyone. Jenny, his best friend for 5 years, stood at the distance, nervously beginning with her small gift box in her hand. She leaned forward, her friend whispering with excitement, "Jenny, today, the day I am going to propose to Taeyong. It's his birthday. He will be so happy." Her friends exchanged uneasy glances. One of them, Lisa, placed a gentle hand on Jenny's shoulder. "Lisa, Jenny, are you sure about this? I mean, Taeyong, he hasn't seen you that way. He's never shows interest in anyone since." She could have finished, but everyone knew who she meant. Kim Taeyong's ex-boyfriend, Jeon Jungkook, was still like a shadow in his life, even after all those years. Jenny's smile faded for a moment, but she quickly shook her head. "Jenny, no, you're wrong. I know he cares about me. We have been best friends for so long. He is just waiting for me. Right time to say it. I know it. Stop trying to distract me." Another friend, Jisoo, sighed. "Jisoo, Jenny, you are not trying to hurt you. We just don't want you to get hurt. He is never intended to wanting more than just a friendship with you. You better stop assuming things, or in the end, you will get the heart broken. Jenny. Jenny's brows furrowed in frustration. You don't understand. Dog needs someone like me, someone who always been there for him. She will see. He will say yes, because it was me who was always there when he needed the most. Lisa. And we know how you made him leave. The poor boy, Jenny. Jenny glares at Lisa when she said the fact. The truth is still bitter. Ignoring them, Jenny clutched the cake box tightly and headed toward the counter of the room where Theong was preparing to cut the cake. The crowd gathered, cheering as Theong raised the knife. Jenny stood beside him, her heart racing. Jenny, whispering to herself, "This is it. This is my moment. I'm gonna embrace him. I'm gonna tell him how much I love him. Since 6 years." Theong cut the cake, smiling brightly as everyone sang for him. He handed out slices, thanking his friends for their wishes. Jenny waited patiently until the crowd leaves him alone, and it was just two of them. Jenny, taking a breath. "They, I have something to tell you." They. Theong turned it to her, his smile as warm as ever. "Of course, Jenny, what's up?" Jenny's heart pounded as she got down on her knees, pulling out a small gift box. The room went silent as everyone watched in shock. Jenny, Theong, you're my best friend, my everything. I have loved you for years, and I know we are perfect for each other. Will you be my boyfriend? Theong froze, his expression unbearable. The crowd whispered among themselves, some exchanging weird look. Theong wanted to say something, but before he could, his phone rang, making Jenny irritated. Theong pulled out his phone, and suddenly his hands started to shake. When he looked at the screen, it was his ex named Jungkook, my bunny, which still has saved in his phone. He ignored Jenny and picked the call, with shaking hand, walking away from there, leaving Jenny still on her knee. Theong, "Hello, Jungkook? Are you there? What's wrong? Why are you crying?" For a moment, there was no reply, just the sound of shaky breath and muffled sobs. Then Jungkook's voice came purely a whisper, but it hit Theong like a thunderbolt. "Jungkook, I miss you, Tae. I can't do it alone anymore. I need you." Theong's breath itched, his grip tightened on the phone, his mind raced with memories. Jungkook loved his touch, the way his eyes lit up when they were together. Hearing him like this, so broken, sobbing, shattering him. Theong, "Cook, what are you saying? Where are you? Tell me." Jungkook let out a bitter chuckle, though it was laced with sadness. "Jungkook, does it matter? You are not here. You moved on. But I can't. I have tried, but I just..." His voice broke and Theong felt tear in his own eyes. "Theong, I have never moved on, Jungkook. Not really. You don't just stop loving someone like that." There was a silence for a moment, as if Jungkook was processing Theong's voice. "Jungkook, can you come to me? Please, I need you. They, send me the location." He hung up the call, and in a second he got the location. He didn't think twice as he rushed to the address, grabbing his car. Theong pushed the crowd in the club, his eyes scanning every face, but none of them was Jungkook. The loud music and flashing lights made his heart race faster. Everyone in the club turned to look at him, shocked to see Kim Theong, the birthday boy, in such a place. He didn't care, ignored the whisper and stare. Theong asked a passing waiter, "Did you see a man here? Black hair, leather jacket, teary-eyed?" The waiter hesitated before nodding. "Yeah, I think he went to one of the private rooms upstairs." Thai's heart faced some pain, but he decided to ignore it. Without waiting more, Theong rushed toward the stair, climbing them two at a time. He reached the hallway of the private room, his heart thudding as he opened the door, desperately searching for Jungkook. Finally, he found him. Jungkook was on the floor in the corner of the dimly lit room, his knee pulled to his chest, his face buried in his hand as he sobbed uncontrollably. Empty bottle and shattering glasses were scattered around him, evidence of his broken state. Thong, Jungkook? His voice shook with hurt, filled with pain. Jungkook's head snapped up, his red puppy eyes meeting Thong's. For a moment, he looked like he couldn't believe what he was saying. Jungkook, they? What are you doing here? Cook was confused to see him there. He is still not believing on what until they decided to sit in front of him on his knees, hands stretching to cube Jungkook's face. They, what you have done to yourself, Cook? Tear rolling down from his cheek. Cook, are you real? Cook still can't believe Taeyong. His ex is here for him, just for him. Hey, how many glasses you had, Cook? He cupid Jungkook's face, his eyes pouring tear. Finally, he is seeing Cook after so long. He is touching his heart. Jungkook, I had just little, maybe 3 or 5 or no, wait, 10? No, 12. Taeyong couldn't help but chuckle softly at Jungkook's attempt to count on his finger. He confusedly bowed. Despite the situation, he found Jungkook's drunken state admirable. Taeyong, you are such a liar, Cook, he muttered, brushing a strand of hair from Jungkook's face. But you are lucky. You are cute. Even like this, my cute bunny. Jungkook hummed shyly, smiling, his head leaning against Taeyong's shoulder. He murmured something about missing thing before his voice trailed off, and within a moment he fell asleep. Taeyong sighed, this time with a mix of admiration and fondness for the boy he found again, and this time it felt like to never let go of Jungkook, never. Jungkook rubbed his temple, trying to recall the event of the previous night, his head throbbing as his throat felt dry. But the unfamiliar room he woke up in was what alarmed him the most. Jungkook thinking, where the hell I am? Did I end up with someone last night? He consciously stepped on the room, his heart pounding at the thought of facing someone he didn't know. The sound of sneezing and faint humming reached his ears as he decided to stir, his brows furrowed. Cook thinking, wait, humming? This sounds familiar. As he reached the bottom of the stove and turned toward the kitchen, his eyes widened in disbelief. There, standing by the stove, wearing a simple oversized sweater and an apron, was Taeyong, his best friend. No, his ex-boyfriend. Jungkook muttered. They? Taeyong turned a spatula in his hand and smiled softly. Taeyong, good morning, sleepyhead. How is your hangover? Jungkook froze, his mouth open and closing like a fish of water. Jungkook, am I dreaming? What are you doing here? Wait, no. What am I doing here? Taeyong chuckled, settling the spatula down and turning off the stove. Taeyong, relax, Cook. You called me last night, remember? I found you at the club, crying your heart out, drunk out of your mind. You fell asleep on my arm, so I brought you here. Jungkook blinked, his mind racing to piece together the fragment of the night. Jungkook, I called you. Taeyong nodded, walking over to place a glass of water in Jungkook's hand. Taeyong, you did? And judging by your state you were in, you needed someone to take care of you. Jungkook nodded, looking down at the glass, guilt creeping in. Jungkook, I'm sorry, Tae. I didn't mean to. Taeyong cut him off with a wave of his hand. Taeyong, don't apologize, Cook. I am glad you are okay and safe with me. Just stay here with me. It's been long. We have talked. Let's talk a little, okay? Jungkook got a chase at the neck kindness in Taeyong's voice. He wanted to say much, to explain why he missed Taeyong so much. But the word caught in his throat. Jungkook, why are you so nice to me? Taeyong smiled sweetly, and Jungkook remembered this is his pain. He had been missing Taeyong. Because I care for you, Jungkook. I always have. The sincerity in his word left Jungkook speechless. After so long, he felt a hope of getting his ex-boyfriend back. But will it be too easy? Too much to ask for what he is? He have someone in his life? Cook. I wanted to say. The front door cracked open, making them turn their head to her. Jungkook turned it red with anger, and he saw Jennie. She stood frozen in the doorway, her white eyes watching between Jungkook and Taeyong. Her expression shifted quickly from shock to confusion, then anger. Jennie, Taeyong, what is he doing here? Her voice was laced with suspicion, and she pointed directly at Jungkook. Jennie had always been a thorn in his love life. Taeyong, Jennie, what are you doing here? Taeyong's calmness turned it into anger, clearly surprised by her unannounced arrival. Jennie, I came to check on you. You didn't answer my text last night, and I was worried. But now I see why. Her eyes narrowed at Jungkook, who was still standing there. Jennie, what is he doing here, Taeyong? Jungkook smirked. Jungkook, nice to see you again, Jennie. I didn't know you made it your life mission to work into other people's home, invite their privacy. Back then, it was your hobby. Cook, now it has become your business. Shame on you. Jennie ignored him, turning to Taeyong. Jennie, Tae, you know who is he? Why he is in your house? Do you have any idea what people will say if they find out you are even talking to him? You know what he did back then? Taeyong sighed, clearly frustrated. But Jungkook looked at her in confusion, thinking what did he do in the past? Taeyong, Jennie, calm down. Jungkook is here because he needed help. I couldn't just leave him like that. Moreover, that it doesn't have anything to do with you. It's none of your business. Jennie scoffed, crossing her arms. Jennie, help? Taeyong, he is dangerous. You know what he is capable of? Jungkook's smirk dropped and his gaze hardened with anger. Jungkook, careful, Jennie. I know about you too. And you don't even know what people talked about you back then. Taeyong stepped in between them, his voice firm. Taeyong, enough, Jennie. If you are here to fight, you can leave. Jungkook is my guest. My responsibility, my problem. I will do whatever I want with him. You don't have to worry. And I am the one who decides who stays and who goes. Jennie's face fell. Her anger momentarily replaced with disbelief. Jennie, so you are choosing him over me? Taeyong hesitated, glancing at Jungkook, who was watching him curiously. Taeyong, this isn't about choosing size, Jennie. It's about doing what's right. Jennie clenched her fist, her frustration growing more. Jennie, you will regret this, Taeyong. The atmosphere in the room thickened with tension as Lisa and Jisoo entered, both giving Jennie a very angry look before their eyes landed on Taeyong and Jungkook. Jennie face palmed when she saw them, and she took a step back. Lisa, Taeyong, you need to hear the truth. Jennie has been manipulating you for years. Taeyong's gaze shifted between the three of them in confusion. So does Jungkook's. Jisoo, she is the reason you and Jungkook broke up. You don't know this, but she created all those misunderstandings. She made you think Jungkook was cheating on you, so you would push him away. But it was all a lie. Taeyong stood froze, unable to process those words. Jungkook's mouth hung open. He does not have any idea about anything. He turned it to Jennie, his voice filled with disbelief. Taeyong, is this true? Did you do all this? Jennie's eyes widened in panic. She stammered, trying to gather some words. But the words seemed to betray her. Jennie, I did it because I love you. I didn't want you to be with him. I thought if I could keep you close, you would see me. You would want me. Lisa and Jisoo exchanged a knowing look. Both frustrated that Jennie's confession had taken so long, which causes so much pain for Jungkook and Tae. Lisa, you used every opportunity to turn Taeyong against Jungkook. Every time they were close, you planted seeds of doubt. You twisted the truth until Taeyong believed it. You didn't care about his feeling, you only cared about controlling him. Jisoo stepped forward, her voice sharper than ever. Jisoo, and you know what? You are not going to win, Jennie. You have lost Taeyong for good now. See, the truth is in front of him. Lie can never hide, Jennie. We were telling you, don't do this, but you never listened. Now see where you are standing today. You will never get what you want because it was never your Jennie, never. Jennie's face flushed red with anger, her hand trembling as she pointed accusingly at other. Jennie, this is all because of you people. You have been this life for too long, always meddling. He never loved me the way he loved you. Her finger pointed at Jungkook as soon her eyes landed on Taeyong. Jennie, I did all this for you, Taeyong. I wanted to be with you, but you chose him. You always choose him. Jennie grabbed his collar, shaking him while crying, but Taeyong pushed her away, slapping her on her cheek. She held her cheek, looking at him with anger in her eyes. Taeyong, you make us apart. How dare you? He again slapped her, feeling like killing her right away. But he will teach her a good lesson later. Right now, Jungkook is more important than her. Taeyong's heart aches, watching Jungkook so much broken. Looking at his state right now, it seemed like doesn't know anything about all this. The past few years he has spent with Jungkook started flashing in front of him. The hurt, the confusion, the lies he had believed. But now, with the truth laid bare, he couldn't help but feel foolish for trusting Jennie over his own instincts. Taeyong, I didn't know. I was blind. I let you fill my head with doubt and hurt Jungkook because of it. His eyes filled with tears, which he filling like a river. Jennie, well, it's too late now. I have already lost you because of my own stupid friend. She cried. Taeyong turned to Jungkook, his heart heavy with regret. Jungkook, who had been watching this scene unfold silently, now looked eyes with him. Taeyong took a deep breath. Taeyong, I'm sorry, Jungkook. I'm sorry for everything, for not trusting you, for pushing you away. Jungkook stepped forward, his voice breaking. Jungkook, you can't change the past, Taeyong, but I'm still here. I can't move on. I can never take. Taeyong's heart swelled with the word. He reached out, his hand trembling slightly as he took Jungkook, pulling him into the gentle embrace, both hugging each other tightly. Of course, after all, they are reconciling after 5 years. Taeyong, I don't care what happened before. I want us to be together. No more lies, no more misunderstandings. Just us. This time I will trust you no matter what. I will always listen to only you and no one else. I will not let anyone come in between us. Jungkook's arm tightened around him, holding him close, as if he never wanted to let go again. Jennie watched them for a moment, her anger rising. She clenched her fist, wanting to pull them apart again, but her brain stopped her, glaring at her. She had lost Taeyong already. So, you should leave, Jennie. There's no space for you here anymore. Lisa nodded in agreement. Goodbye, Jennie. Don't come back. With one last glare at Taeyong and Jungkook, Jennie turned and stormed out of the house, slamming the door behind her. As the door clicked shut, Taeyong and Jungkook stood together in silence, their hands still intertwined, having no intention of letting go. Taeyong, it's just you and me now, Jungkook. Jungkook smiled softly, brushing a strand of his hair from Dong's face. Jungkook, yes, it's just us now. As Jungkook leaned to kiss Dong, Jisoo and Lisa watched it in awe, and then Dong and Jungkook pulled it away. They clapped for them. Jisoo, you guys really look good together. She made Jungkook blush, who couldn't match his eyes with Dong's. Lisa, Jisoo is right. Dong, let's have a grand celebration. This time it will be perfect one. He looked at Jungkook's eyes. There will be only one celebration now. We will marry on New Year. Cook, what? He gasped. They, what? We are getting married. I want to start my new year with you, with my happiness, and that is you, only you. Jungkook blushes more, adding his face in Taehyung's chest, slapping him lightly. You are so cute, love. I can't wait to marry you. He hugged Jungkook close to his chest, placing a small kiss on his head. Jisoo, and we will arrange everything, guys. Both Lisa and Jisoo high five.